Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the BFFs podcast. Make sure you guys tap that bell, subscribe, and like the video.
Yes.
I guess I kind of took it all, didn't I?
You did. Well, let's get into that episode.
Let's go. All right, welcome back to BFFs.
Welcome back to BFFs. We're in the stew. We're in New York. It's really, I love the studio this time of year.
It's different
It's
tasting.
vibrant. Yeah, it tastes a little different, doesn't it?
Yeah, really clean.
Really clean. Really good.
Mm.
How are you feeling after we had a live stream last night?
Yeah, I think I'm fully recovered.
You think so?
Yeah.
I woke up. Well, yeah, because we stopped live streaming so early. I went home. I think I went to bed at 9 p.m.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep at like 12 probably
What'd you
because
do all night?
I was just watching TV, but I was just trying to drink a lot of water.
I was drinking so much water.
I think I drank over a gallon of water last night.
Like, actually, yeah, because you threw up in the bathroom or something like that.
I don't think that happened.
I don't know. Guys, we did a live stream. Watch at your own risk. It's on the YouTube, but we were supposed to go play a kickball game in New York.
Would have been much better.
I think it would have been better for everyone involved.
Oh, no doubt.
Better for everyone involved. And then it started monsoon pouring out, and the live pack is very expensive. And if we don't have like the equipment to keep it dry,
Yeah.
So I think Josh suggested a case race.
I don't think I suggested a case
Who
race.
suggested it?
Hannah.
Hannah suggested it.
That was Hannah.
And we were like, oh, yeah, sure. That's a great idea.
That was a terrible idea.
It was a terrible idea. I mean, we didn't do anything bad. We just got really, really wasted.
Yeah, and I just don't remember like the last hour of the entire
I don't
stream.
remember anything after the wedgie.
Nah, that's the last point I remember.
I think I actually only remember the wedgie because I've seen a clip of the wedgie.
That might also be what's triggering me.
I think the only thing I actually, like the last thing I remember is doing cartwheels with Roan. Do you guys?
30 minutes in. Yeah, that was early.
Yeah.
Did I do cartwheels?
Yeah. 30 minutes in, we were doing cartwheels out there.
I don't remember doing a cartwheel. I don't think I remember doing a cartwheel.
I remember
at
you
all.
doing a cartwheel. And then I remember, remember Pat Bev coming on
Yeah.
and talking about his billionaire girlfriend. And then
Yep.
I remember, at least in my memory, at one point, you left the stream. Tommy did. You guys went to the bathroom. It was just me and Pat Bev. We've never talked before. I'm cross-eyed drunk on the ground trying to keep the stream going. And I don't know anything about anything. I'm like, so what's your favorite team? Like, so who was your worst and your least favorite team? Tell me about the NBA. What team are you playing for right now? He's like, actually, I'm not in the NBA right now. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm just sitting there waiting there like, oh my God, when is Josh coming back? When is Josh coming back?
Yeah.
But he took it like a champ. He's great.
We look like fools, dude.
Fools.
We look like fools.
Like
we
fools.
I forgot we even had the face paint on.
Josh, me too. And I took a taxi home and I'm talking to the guy. He's like, what's all over your face? I go, what do you mean what's all over my face? I woke up this morning because I passed out on my couch with Taco Bell in my hand. And I wake up and I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my, I didn't even have makeup on. How do I have black all down my eyes? I had literally, my face was covered in black. Did you wake up with black stuff on your face?
No, I didn't.
No, yours was disappearing throughout
Yeah,
the
it
stream.
weirdly like absorbed into my skin or
No,
something.
because you were dripping sweat. It was.
I was sweating?
You were so sweaty.
Damn.
It's like 500
hot in here?
degrees in here. And all I had was that
Shit.
crazy sweatshirt on. We were stinky. They said that it was really stinky in here.
I mean, that was Tommy.
That's what I heard. Maybe it was Tommy. Yeah, that's we're gonna, if we ever do drinking live streams again, we're gonna have to do a paywall. Because
100%.
that shouldn't be out there for free.
No,
That is
no.
wrong.
I almost want to take it down.
I kind of think maybe we should. Maybe we just like cut it at 15
I mean, maybe
minutes.
we just leave it as like one of those things that was like you got to see it while you were alive.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I
Maybe
think
we should
so.
talk about that after this. Maybe we get it off.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah. But otherwise, things are great. I feel recovered now.
Yeah, I slept till like 11:30.
Yeah.
It was
fucking-
awesome.
I woke up and had a fitting. Nothing is good after a fitting when you had 12 beers and 2
Yeah.
quesadillas from Taco Bell,
Yeah,
and
no
you do
way
a
that's
fitting
a
with
fun
eye
fitting.
black on.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeesh.
oh, you were 2 sizes smaller last week at the fitting. I'm like, oh, yes. Well, I was also 2 cases of beer less in my belly.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
too bad. So
no.
did you fit into everything?
I got a really
Alright enough,
stretchy
or-
dress. I got
Alright.
a real stretchy dress. That's good. I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Sports Illustrated, right?
Sports Illustrated tomorrow.
Nice.
Guess it should be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about carpets? Like,
I'm like half and half on them, I guess. Like,
Like
what do
what-
you mean? Like, do I
like-
have fun like walking down the
like,
carpet?
Yeah, like, do you get nervous? Do you like them? What's the vibe?
I don't get nervous.
Me
I think
either.
I'm not a big fan of like taking photos in general.
Same. Like, I don't get nervous at all, but I'm like, this is actually the worst.
I would rather just do a video or like be interviewed on the carpet than I would like have to pose for photos.
Should I ask them, hey, no pictures? Can you just video me?
No, you shouldn't ask that. You should
Hey,
definitely get photos.
listen. I don't want any photos. Just take a video.
I don't. They're gonna be like, "What? That's not."
I'd be like, I don't even have
just
that
take
button on my
photos."
phone.
Yeah, the guys on the carpet are gonna have phones at Sports Illustrated, and they're for some reason gonna have phones without video capabilities. Or?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so stuffed up. You hear that, guys?
We heard what you just said. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. Why am I crying right now?
It's been a long 24 hours.
Honestly, it has. It's like I feel like I'm crashing out a little bit.
That's what.
And an energy drink at 9 p.m. isn't like my most favorite thing.
You don't love chugging a Ghost right before bed?
We're chugging a Ghost. I don't know why we put them in red Solo cups.
Just fit the vibe from yesterday.
I love this red Solo cup. Yeah, but we're not drinking again. This is a Ghost Energy, and it's 9 p.m.
Did have some wine at dinner though.
Yeah, I did have 3 glasses of wine at dinner.
Like that's enough to get you there.
Yeah, and you also had.
I only had 2 drinks.
You had a sour whiskey, a whiskey sour, an espresso
sour
martini,
whiskey.
and 20 shots on the show you did earlier.
That's true.
So that'll get you there too. But I'm not really there. I'm just like, whoa, I don't even know if I'm here.
Yeah. This almost feels like a dream.
It does. It feels like we're reincarnated through last night a little bit.
It kind of feels like I never even left the office from last night.
We should have had you know what we should have done?
Like a sleepover stream?
A live stream sleepover, but we just we just slept in the studio.
Without the case
Without the
involved.
cases
That would have
of
been a
anything.
much better idea.
Or just like a bottle of wine casually drinking throughout the night. Like a sip, like what a normal folk would do.
What a normal people folk.
What a normal folk would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did it, and that's fine, and that's us. And we're removing it from the internet, so hopefully you'll never see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the deep, dark webs.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Well, should we get into some of these segments that we got for
Yeah,
today?
we kind of have some fun stuff to do.
All right, guys, game time. They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get in the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself and not waiting in a virtual line. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. I was looking at some tickets for the NHL games, and I was easily able to find them on Game Time. So what are you guys waiting for? I'm going to go get those NHL tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BFF for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code BFF for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
So we have a game, guys. It's called Guess Who. We give 3 words to describe a celebrity influencer, and we have to guess who it is. We have 3 chances.
Celebrity or influencer,
Yeah,
right?
celebrity
Okay.
or influencer
Okay.
/ And then me and Josh don't know them. So, should we guess together then?
Yeah, we can guess together.
We'll guess together, and then Hannah or Peyton is going to tell us if we get it right or if we get it wrong.
Okay.
So we'll go back and forth.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so the first one, Tiny X vlog.
X is spelled EX.
So like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend.
Well, none of my, no one that I dated vlogged,
They were tiny though.
but they didn't vlog.
X. Maybe an ex-member of the vlog squad. A tiny ex-member of the vlog squad.
Tiny X vlog.
Tiny X vlog. I don't even know who your exes are. I know one that's tiny. My
To
ex,
make it easier, it's not one of your exes.
It's not one of our
like,
exes.
It's like, like something that is, they're around their ex or something like that.
Oh, I know.
Tiny X
Atari Yummy.
vlog.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh shit. Okay.
I
Nice.
get a point.
Nice.
Now you
Yeah,
have to
1
drink
point.
a case of beer.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. Hilarious, handsome, third mic on BFFs. Tommy Smokes.
Correct.
Nice.
I was like, Austin you guys did that for Austin?
No.
I would rather kill myself.
We're all set on that one.
Tommy Smokes, I like that. Did he give his own words? Can I ask? Did you guys ask him for 3 words to
No,
describe himself?
I made those up.
Okay.
Just
okay.
for him.
So you just think he's hilarious, handsome in the third
Of
mic on
course.
BFFs. I like that.
I do think he's hilarious, handsome in the third mic on BFFs.
Yeah, I agree with all of those.
He's great. Wait, can we play the voice memo that Tommy sent us this morning
think
after
we
the
should.
live stream?
I think we should.
Since we're on the topic of Tommy, guys, listen to this. He started a group chat with all of us from BFFs, and he sent this at 5 p.m.
And he named the group chat BFFs Pod.
BFFs Pod. Yep. Here is this voice note from Tommy.
Man, what?
That he sent at 5:32 p.m.
Oh man, what happened last night? I'm just rolling out of bed now. Oh wow, that was a movie.
Oh, what a guy.
And Peyton responded, please lose this number.
What a guy.
What a guy. Okay, next one. What do we got? The fuck?
Hefner Facetune World Tour.
Tana Mojo.
Yeah.
Banger. Wow, I should be an FBI agent.
Hefner, because what? She had a song?
Hefner. Wait, how'd it go? Hefner.
Fuck on my bitch like a Hefner.
Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hefner.
Okay.
Take
okay.
10%, check her. Faking my
Rapper?
tits, check hers.
I don't. Okay. I think you botched some of those lyrics.
Uh,
I don't know if that's how that song
I
goes.
think it got, wait, how did I lose it already? Oh, okay.
Money Miami Noon. Is that Alex Earl?
Dave Portnoy,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Like High Noon?
Yeah.
What'd you think about for Alex Earl? She just gets up at noon.
That's kind of where I was going with it. I mean, like, I know she does a lot, but I was thinking like Money in Miami.
Yeah, fair.
You know what I mean? Bombshell Rom-Com Oklahoma?
I know. I'm good at this.
You know this one?
Yeah, that's Glenn Powell. What? I really thought I fucking had that.
Oklahoma Rom-Com and a Bombshell.
It's Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. Oklahoma is the play about her in Euphoria that her sister writes for her.
I was thinking Oklahoma because
I
Glenn
don't watch
Powell
Euphoria.
in Twisters.
Damn. Diet Pepsi Coachella Renegade Addison Rae.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double Life Flowers Dolly.
Miley Cyrus.
Yep.
Damn, I
You
wouldn't
guys
have
are
got
too
that
good
one.
at these.
I wouldn't have
know.
got that one.
Wait, this is good.
New Jersey Carl's Mess. That's Alex
That's
Earl.
Alex Earl.
Nepo The Fray Tattoos Landon Barker. Annoying Starving ADHD Josh Richards.
Wait, how'd you know that?
Yeah, I'm ripping now. Kim Kardashian 519 Makeup.
Michaela Negreira.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
That one was a harder one, I feel like. But
New
you got
York
it.
City Basketball Shorts Golf.
Adam Sandler.
Yep.
Boom.
Nice. Smells Bad Funny Brave.
This is me.
Yeah.
Josh gave those.
Josh
for
heard
me.
that about you.
Smells bad, funny, and brave.
I actually said smelly, not smells bad.
Oh, okay.
I just said smelly, funny, and brave. I think those all work.
Sure.
What's wrong with
I
them?
smell good.
Well,
Come take a whiff.
I also put
you know who
funny.
was
I
smelly
put
last night?
I
You.
put funny and brave. Those are nice.
Brave is just like funny. Like, wait.
Brave and funny are not the same.
No, but like to say that I'm brave is funny to me.
no, I think you're a brave person.
Why is that making me crack up?
I think you're a brave person.
No, I think you're a brave person is funny to me.
I don't
I think
it's
I'm
that
pretty
funny.
brave too. I would go in a dark cave with without fear.
No, I meant more like with what you did, like with the Zach stuff and everything.
Yeah, that was
taking a
bravery.
stance,
That was
that's brave.
resilience. That was honor.
Sure, now
I
again,
think-
it's
I
3
think
words, so
I would
I use
be-
brave.
Yeah, I'd be really brave in Game of Thrones. Sugarfish couch skits, Jake Shane.
Nice. That's where I was.
We
gonna
could
go
do.
as
We
well.
should freaking
Yeah,
get an
we-
award for that.
That was quick.
That was pretty awesome
That
of
was
us. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have
I guess
other
we're
games.
puzzle masters.
Yeah.
All right.
We should have played more. We should have done more riddles.
Yeah.
Or we should get hired for it. Like we should be detectives.
I would love to be a detective. I always watch cop shows and I'm like, damn, it looks cool, but I know it's just not the same as it is in the show.
No. True Detective though, and you know how they do two new stars every season.
Yeah.
Me and you.
We go in for like one of the most critically acclaimed best TV shows of all time.
Yep. And we crush because
we
we're
would.
brave.
Yep. Brave and funny.
Mm-hmm. And stinky.
A little bit smelly, but mostly brave and funny. All right. Fan questions. Do we rip into fan questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, guys, Ghost Energy. You guys probably see me and Bree drinking these on the pod all the time. We're absolutely obsessed with them. The flavor of the summer is here. All new Ghost Energy Iced Tea Lemonade. Bursting with lemonade and finishing with a smooth sweet tea flavor that is a perfect ride along all summer long. I mean, we're going to be drinking this out on the golf course, at the beach, playing pickleball, maybe, to start a late night off. Like all other Ghost Energy, it's fully transparent, fully loaded with feel-good energy, 0 sugars, no artificial flavors, and 20 milligrams of natural caffeine. Now sold nationwide for a limited time only. Don't sleep on the epic new flavor.
What's the most expensive thing you own that isn't a car?
Ooh. Most expensive thing.
My house.
Yeah, I don't own my house. I rent my apartment, so yours has to be your house.
Yeah.
My boobs. Do you own those? They're mine. Let me think of something else.
You're not renting them. Are you going to give them back?
True.
Are you going to return them?
I would say, but more expensive. I'm trying to think.
Like a watch.
I have a watch, but I think it's less expensive than my boobs. Yeah.
I don't know what those retail for. So, what is your favorite internet controversy you've been involved in?
Boa-gate, mine personally.
Boa-gate. Yeah, that was a good one.
Because it was just so silly, and like I didn't steal her boa,
Right.
and there was a crazy lady saying I stole her daughter's boa.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it was a really fun night, yeah.
My favorite?
Well, I'm trying to think of yours.
There's a few. My favorite one, probably still Softish. I think that one's my favorite.
That was a good
I think
one.
Smallest Man would have been, if it didn't get taken down, it would have been my favorite.
That would have been, yeah.
It
So
would've been my
you're like
favorite.
diss track boy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
those are always fun.
Those
I
are
just think
good
they're
stuff.
funny to do.
We should do another. Me and you need to do a diss track.
Yeah, but they can't just come out of nowhere.
Who do we-
Something needs to happen.
Okay, so fucking bring it on.
Someone challenge us. Or
Challenge
something.
us. I was gonna say we could have made it to Santos, and
Yeah, but it's
But
like
that's so
give them
stupid.
attention for no reason.
who do
need
we
somebody
hate that
that's
we
like
could make?
worth it? Because like they need to bring value by their name being big enough where the diss track is warranted.
True.
You know?
Peyton.
Yeah, we can make it on Peyton.
Mm-hmm. Should we make it
Hell
one
yeah.
against Dave for leaving BFFs?
We could have done that. That'd be funny.
You still can. Always time.
Always.
And now we're
is
friends
time.
with Pat, Bev, and Roan.
Yeah.
They can
Get
write us
Rowan
up.
to write us a Dave diss track.
Yeah. Will he get fired for that?
No,
No.
just freedom of speech.
W Roan in the chat.
W Ron in the chat. If you weren't influencers, what would you be doing for work realistically?
I'd be a social worker probably.
I saw comments one time say I would be a gym teacher, and I didn't really know how to feel about that.
I don't.
I
All
also
my
don't
gym
think I'd be a gym
teachers
teacher.
were bad.
I
And
don't
creepy.
think I'd be a gym teacher.
What do you think you would be realistically?
Realistically, I think I would probably be like a small business owner.
What would your business be?
I don't know.
A vape store?
No.
A vape store in Coburg?
No,
You
that
wear a
would not
backwards
be
hat
what
and
it
skinny
was.
jeans?
It'd probably
Box
be like
mods?
I don't
You'd
know,
have-
it'd probably be like some like service company or something to do with like either like roofing or
Like you would like you would install security cameras.
that's what you think I would do. I would install security cameras.
Yes, but you'd like creepily.
What?
You'd
No.
you'd have
There'd
some.
be no
You'd have some
creeping.
creepy motives.
No, there'd be no creepy
You'd
motives.
spy on people. It would not even in a
Why?
creepy way. You'd just be like, oh, check this. Put the TV on. And you could-
I'm sitting around with my family. I'm like, come on, let's watch the Jeffersons.
yeah, look. Yeah.
No, that's not.
I could
that
see
wouldn't.
that.
No, that wouldn't happen.
I wonder. I really do wonder. Like, if you didn't move to LA, I didn't move to New York, we didn't do what we do. What the fuck would we be doing? I wish that we could see an alternate. Don't you wonder all the time, like in an alternate universe, who you would be?
Yeah.
I think about it
travel
a
the
lot.
Multiverse.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
it'd be cool. I just want to know, like, because one little decision, like if you never made your first viral video, who knows if you would even be doing anything you're doing right now?
No, that's a fact.
If I never threw up with a blue raspberry colada,
There you go.
would we even be in this beautiful studio right now?
Right.
Would we even be doing live streams
That's deep.
with Pat Bev?
With Pat Bev.
Would we even be best friends?
Who knows?
Still up in the air if we even are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I wonder always if I were to stay in school, because I would have finished my undergrad, but I don't think I would have gotten through 6 more years of school. So I think I would have just taken my undergrad degree and then made no money and been pretty poor, like being a social worker. But I would have been fulfilled.
Yeah,
morally.
you're helping people.
Yeah.
Still like a rewarding experience.
Pretty rewarding. I would just have to marry
monetarily,
her.
it's not, but
Yeah.
morally, definitely.
Definitely. What's next?
What influencers do you have blocked on TikTok?
Can you look?
Probably, right? You can go to a block list, can't you?
I have obviously Zach blocked, Sophia LaCourte.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I have Ken York's old one blocked. I gotta unblock her because we're friends now. But I have her main account. Like, I follow her. Who else? Yeah, I have like a bunch of trolls blocked.
Yeah, that's all. I think that's all mine is.
Some account called SpongeBob. Yeah, I don't have any like influencer blocked besides Sophia LaCourte and Zach.
Do I know who Sophia is?
The redhead girl. We talked about the drama.
Right.
She's just so negative and like brings such I don't want to see her on my For You page.
Okay.
She's like so mean to girls.
Fair.
And I really like Hallie. Do you know Hallie Kate?
Maybe.
She's really mean to her, and I like Hallie Kate, so
Okay.
I blocked Sophia.
All right.
I wish I had more juicy.
Yeah, no, mine's kind of lame too. What is the worst podcast you ever went on as a guest? I answered this question today, actually.
Really?
On a search bar, I think.
What was it? Plan B?
No. I said that was second. No, the worst one I said was Haley Welsh's.
Oh.
Like the Hawk Tua podcast.
Yeah, that was tough.
I did that one, and like I was like, I think her first or second podcast she ever recorded was the one I went, and like they had to call me back and do it all over again.
Why?
Because it was like
that bad.
Yeah.
Did you when
like
you went
I had to lead the whole podcast?
I was gonna say, did you feel like you were the interviewer?
I was like, yes, yeah. Like it got so awkward to the point where I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to just like
take
this
reins,
over because this is like this is weird.
That's how we felt too, and it was so obvious. Like she's just having people make her do this podcast, and there was like were there a million people in the room?
Yeah,
and she just like kept looking for help, or like people kept suggesting things, and it's like they would pause the pod and be like, ask them this.
Yeah, it was like a 3-hour recording as well.
Yeah.
For like an hour of content.
Whatever happened to her?
I don't know. Jail, right?
No, I think she's just doing like celebrity poker, but she's back.
Haley Welsh. What happened with the whole?
I still think she's a very, very sweet girl.
Yeah, I don't think it was her. I don't think she had malice doing the crypto thing. I just think.
But I also think it is up to you. Like, you have to have some accountability for like what you're saying and doing on social media.
Yeah. But
then again, I also just think she's an airhead, like in the sweetest way possible. Like, and just didn't really know what was happening.
No.
I can't believe she's back at it. Good for her. Keep crushing, Haley.
Was there ever a possibility that you guys were going to end BFFs when Dave left? Well, I guess maybe, but
Dave was like, "You guys can end it."
Yeah. The option was given to us.
Yeah, but we didn't ever want to.
No. What was the most trouble you got into as a kid? I'm trying to think of something that I haven't already said. What's yours?
I was a pretty good kid. I've told this story before. It was pretty bad. But I didn't tell it on the pod. I just told it on TikTok. I pranked my mom pretty bad.
Okay.
So it was like I was really into pranks at the time, and it was April Fool's, and I was also really into Dexter. It like had just come out.
This sounds like it's gonna go terrible.
So my mom loved Dexter, and I would stay up late, and like she'd fall asleep on the couch, and I'd stay up and watch Dexter.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't know, but I became like obsessed with Dexter. So at the same time, I'm obsessed with pranking, and I'm obsessed with murder.
Yeah.
And
right. Not a good combo.
Not a good combo. I was still living in South Boston, so I couldn't have been older than 10. And so I think at this point I'm like 6 or 7. I think the show came out in like 2006. It had just come out though, so it was like the big thing.
Yeah.
And I'm really obsessed with it. And I at the time, like, my parents couldn't afford aftercare for school, so I would walk home from school, and I was just so mad that I couldn't do any of the things after school, and I would sit home alone, wait for my parents to get home from work. So I'm just sitting there festering. And it's April Fool's Day, and I'm like, how can I get my mother? Every year for Halloween, I was a witch, but we had the same costume. I would just add more blood every year. So I had like a gallon of blood in the basement. I'm like, I'm going to prank my mom when she comes home for April Fool's Day that I'm dead.
That's so terrible. Brie.
Awful, Josh. Like, not even funny.
Oh my God.
Listen to the scene that I the massacre that I created for this poor woman. So I'm her only baby. I'm her baby girl. She already is so stressed that she leaves me home alone after work because she can't afford the aftercare.
Yeah.
And she's like, this is so bad, but I promise, like, just give me 3 months and, like, we can afford something. We'll get a babysitter. And I'm home alone. I'm like, all right, it's time. I'm a kid, so I don't know when she's coming home. I do this way too early. I go to the basement, I get the blood. I lived in, like, a townhouse. So, like, you go through the front and there's, like, you go through the living room to the kitchen, through the dining room to the back, like the back exit of the house. There's like a little tiny patio. I pour blood from the front and I go on my butt and I scoot. So it's like smeared, like I would have been dragged out to the dragged out to the backyard. So it's just a blood smear out there. I lay down in the back. I get a weapon. I lay it next to me. I cover myself in blood and I play dead. So I hear, and I leave the back door open. I hear my mom like come home. Immediate screams, obviously, like screaming bloody murder. At that point, I should have stood up and been like, "Oh my God, this isn't real."
It was a prank. It was a prank.
So I hear her scream bloody murder all the way into the back. I play dead. She's like, I can hear her screaming, and she's just looking at me. I play dead for far too long, like to the point where I hear blood. Like my mom thinks I'm dead. I get up. I'm like, "Oh, I pranked ya." I have never been in more trouble.
No shit, dude.
In my whole entire life. Her makeup was all over her face. She was shaking like a leaf, and I'm like, "Gotcha, bitch, April Fools."
That's so terrible.
I was locked in my room. Then we got a babysitter, and then the babysitter kissed me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. Then the babysitter got fired, and then I was home alone, but I never did any more blood pranks.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but I was in trouble for like probably a year. That's the most trouble I ever been in.
Makes sense.
And I never murdered myself again.
Such a scarring experience to walk
I felt
back to.
so friggin' like she tells that story now, and I'm like, oh my God,
what an idiot!
You really thought your baby girl was dead, and I just played dead.
Yeah, that's
so
terrible.
that was tough.
Yeah, I've never done anything even remotely close like that. One time I brought a bin of 20 snakes into my house.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
But like I was like, oh, we can keep them. I had caught them. I had caught them all and put them in like a big plastic bin, and I brought them back, and I was like, we can have pets, like pet snakes.
All right, guys, Sunglass Hut. Sunglasses are more than just eye protection. They're a transformation. When you put on a pair, you're not just shielding your eyes from the sun. You're shaping how the world sees you and how you see the world. Sunglasses are more than an accessory. They're a way to express who you are, how you feel, and how you take on the world. Sunglasses are more than just a shield from the light. They allow you to own your moment in so many different ways. I mean, for me right now, if I had a nice little pair of glasses, elevate my outfit a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple more eyeballs on me out here, I can. Luckily, Sunglass Hut has the best selection for summer with a wide range of styles and an incredible in-store experience to help you feel like your best self. Find the perfect pair that speaks to you and embrace the power of sunglasses. Visit Sunglass Hut today and make every moment truly yours. Sunglass Hut, own your moment.
We all skipped school one Friday. It was like the nicest day of the year, and it was senior skip day. But the seniors, like I was a junior, the seniors were like having their own senior skip day, but they were all my friends. So I was like, I'll throw a party for them too. So they had their senior skip day. I threw a party at my house for my grade, and then all the seniors came after. But I had my lacrosse banquet that night. And we went, so we're drinking at my house.
Yeah, a little blitz.
And we're just having fun, and like not too bad though, because I knew I had to go to my banquet. We go to the banquet, and I'm about to get like this award, like it was like an awesome award. I don't remember it because I was kind of wasted. But she was about to give it to us. And she like starts talking about me, like describing me to a T. And then she goes, but this person's not getting it because they decided to show up to their senior or to their banquet when all of the younger kids look up to them drunk and high, and then turned the lights on, says, Brianna and Lindsay, go to the office right now. We were like, oh my God, we were mortified. And they thought we were just drunk. So our eyes were like a little red, but they thought we were on drugs, and they made us get mandatory drug testing. She took my captainship away from the lacrosse team.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I never played. I didn't play lacrosse.
That's crazy that they got up and then like.
No, it was fucking crazy.
They kind of got y'all. They kind of pranked you.
Got us bad.
All right, last question. Who was the last person you DM'd on Instagram, and what did you say?
Probably Jason Tatum.
More interesting for you than me.
There is another card, I think, with more questions.
Okay. My last DM was. I think the last one that I like actually.
Mine
sent.
are just like to my friends.
Yeah, mine's just like a meme I sent Gabby, and it was just of this old couple.
Photo snapshot, okay.
See how pretty your hair is? Did you notice that? How pretty your hair is.
So
You're just being, you're just being
a cute
adorable.
video.
You are, honey.
And I think he.
Up your dress a little bit to see your boobies.
That's
Isn't that hilarious? They were asked to take a photo by their grandson or like grandkids, and it's like, all right, pop your dress down. Let's see those boobies.
Oh my
And
god.
they're like 80. I was like, oh, that's kind of awesome.
I love that.
So I sent that to Gabby. But
Did you see the meatball guy I sent you?
the,
I sent you a meatball guy yesterday. It was cracking me up.
a meatball guy.
It's a meatball. This guy going, he got a DUI because he was going to get meatball subs for his kids, but he won't shut up about the meatball subs, and it's really funny. It reminded me
didn't
of a
see it.
sketch. You gotta watch it. You don't have to watch it now, but you've got.
Is it a long video?
Yeah,
It's like a minute and a half.
it's really funny.
Probably not a right now.
Not a
watch.
right now
Definitely
thing.
will watch it though.
I was gonna DM to Jason Tatum and say I hope you're okay, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be creepy.
Hope you're okay. What's he gonna say to that? Thanks.
He's not gonna answer it or see it
Definitely not gonna
but-
answer. They're winning right now. Look at that score. Up by
because I'm not
15.
fucking watching. What is it? The fourth quarter?
Yeah, you are the worst luck. We got to talk about that. You're the worst luck for Boston of all
The
time.
worst luck. Every game that I watched, they lost. The game that I went to, Jason Tatum tore his Achilles. The games that I don't watch, they win.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't watch any more games.
No, I was telling Josh on the way here, I was like, I've had multiple people because I posted to get ready with me, and I was like, for the game, and I was like, I think I'm a bad luck charm, and obviously very true. And a bunch of like Boston, like other players for other teams are like, hey, love you, love the content. Please don't watch the fucking game tonight. And I'm like, dude, really? I'm known as the bad luck charm?
That's kind of your
Breaking
thing
my
now.
heart.
Yeah, you're gonna have to not watch games.
Oh, that's a
But then you'll be like a
bummer.
reverse bad luck charm where it's like it's good luck for you not to be watching. So that helps.
But I love watching the big games.
Would you rather them win or would you rather watch?
But I don't care if they win because I'm not watching. I don't get to enjoy it with my city.
You gotta wait until they have a safe enough lead for you to turn it on. Maybe
That's what I thought. I did that, and then
they came back.
They come back.
Yeah.
Oh, Celtics in 7 though.
You think they're going 3 in a row?
If I stop watching, yeah.
I doubt it, but I'd be happy for you, I guess. I
My
don't really
mole
want
is
them to win.
falling off of my stomach.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can feel it falling off right now. Guys, I have a mole on my stomach, and Boston jumped up because she was really excited to see me, and I had this beautiful pink blouse on. It was beautiful. And then all of a sudden I looked down, it's covered in blood. I'm like, no freaking way. My mole is hanging off of my stomach.
Yeah, it is
Awful.
gross pain,
Yeah,
right?
the face crew, it's
Gross.
awful.
It's gross, and she won't stop talking about it either.
'Cause it's
like
hurting.
the 7th time she's brought up
I
her.
told her
Show
to
the
do
mole.
it.
podcast then.
Let
Yeah,
me show them.
I don't know. It's a visual
I mean,
pod.
I'm not gonna look, but
It's a YouTube video.
The fuck? You can't talk about it.
Should I show them?
Yeah.
yeah, you can show them.
It's not that bad.
I said you should just snip it off.
See where it turned black? The black part is where the mole.
Oh my God, Peyton almost just threw up. She gagged.
Not that
No, I'm
bad.
not gonna look. I'm actually not
It's just
gonna
a
look.
mole.
No, I'm actually not gonna look.
It's just like that. So that part what used to be like that, and now it's falling off. And it hurts really bad. Any tips and tricks? Let me
I think
know.
just get rid of it. Snip it. Snip the rest of it off.
You can't just snip your mole off. I love that mole.
It's already hanging. It's not like it's there to
It's
stay.
not hanging.
Nope, we're not looking. I don't want to see a gross ass mole
All right, let's put it away.
because you cut it. I'm just not gonna make direct eye contact.
What do I do about that, guys?
I'm telling you, just go get it snipped.
Go. Who's the mole snipper?
You can go to the doctors and they do that.
And I said just snip it.
Yeah, just take it off. They'll take it off.
I guess I did get my nose removed.
Exactly. They just zap it.
That's huge mole though.
Take a lot of electricity.
All right, guys, Roback, you've all heard us talking about Roback before, but they just keep coming out with new products that are quality and incredible. So let's get into the demi-dress. She's sporty, flirty, made with this buttery performance fabric that somehow hugs you in all the right places. Bonus, it has connected shorts underneath, but they're able to be pulled down, so bathroom trip approved, no awkward situations. We love a thoughtful queen. And the Steffi Active Skort, oh, she's that girl. She's high-rise, ridiculously comfy, and giving full main character energy. Like you will be running through the parking lot with your iced coffee and looking so unbothered doing it. So even if you've never played pickleball in your life, you'll look like you have a 7 a.m. doubles match, and honestly, that's the vibe. This isn't just a cute collection, it's a lifestyle. It's giving hot girl on the go. It's giving I have plans, even if you don't. From early morning matcha runs to chaotic midday errands, Roback has you covered. And don't even get us started on the colors. Obsessed? That'd be an understatement. If you haven't checked them out, girl, this is your sign. You need Roback in your rotation ASAP. Use the code BFF on Roback.com for a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. Limited time. Go do it now. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. Use code BFF for 20% off.
Anyways, all right, let's do celebrity mashup. That is Dave Portnoy
And Mark Zuckerberg.
and Mark Zuckerberg.
Dave and Zuck. Let's go.
That
Ooh, that's-
is
Sophia with an F. And Alex Cooper.
nice.
That
Are you
was-
just putting rivals together? Is that what this is?
Dave and Zucker rivals.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
rivals.
Dave would say that that's his rival.
Yeah, Dave would say that's his
Or
nemesis.
his enemy.
Yeah. That is me with Tommy Smokes. Hell yeah.
I hate that. Why does it look like me?
That looked really scary.
Tommy Smokes and Josh together is Brianna Chickenfry? That's scary.
I did say that. I said, "Is that Bree and Josh?"
It literally looks like it.
That's Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift.
Anita,
One's Sabrina Carpenter, right?
Sabrina Carpenter, and Kylie Jenner.
And Lizzo.
Who? That's Anita.
No, for the second time.
Are you sure it's not Anita?
Kendall Jenner?
No.
Who is that face? Kourtney Kardashian?
Maybe look closer at like the hair.
Yeah, it's looking red to me.
Who has red hair?
Who has red hair?
You guys hate her to death.
We hate her.
You hate her.
Me?
Yeah.
I hate somebody?
Well, you don't hate her, but you really don't like her.
And she has red hair?
Yeah, you,
She has
you
red
hate
hair,
her
I don't.
attitude.
Oh, Chaperone.
Oh,
just Sabrina.
just Sabrina Carpenter. Nice. Okay.
Oh, me and Taylor Swift. I'm gorgeous with Taylor Swift.
That is Kylie Jenner and
Tana.
yeah. Okay.
I'm so tired today.
Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet. That just looks like Kylie Jenner though.
Are you
It's-
serious?
That was like 0% Timothy.
Yeah, there was no Timothy.
You're right. It was Tana.
It was Tana though, right?
Yeah.
And you just wrote Timothy?
I was thinking about Kylie and Timothy. I
Okay, that's
guess.
all right. Harry Styles and
Benson Boone?
nice.
I should do this for a
pull.
living.
Good pull.
Who the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
this is
Timothy Chalamet?
Timothy
And-
Chalamet and
It's really hard. I didn't know either.
Liam Payne?
No.
I don't even have any guesses
Timothy
for who the
Chalamet
other person
and-
is.
Tom Holland?
Think in that like realm, like they're both like.
Glenn Powell,
Pete Davidson?
No, think like Kardashian realm.
Scott Disick.
Wow.
Huh.
I don't know about that one. Who the
Yikes.
fuck is that?
Jesus. This is like you almost feel like maybe you should put them down. Cuz it's that sad.
Bella Hadid?
There's so many things wrong with this.
Selena Gomez?
It's kind
tell
of
me it's
hard.
me.
To...
If that's me, put me down.
No, it's hard,
This
but
is a
there's
really
two very
bad-
well known
bad
people.
AI.
Very well known.
Charlie D'Amelio?
And
Oh, I actually see Charlie a little.
And Addison Rae? Okay.
Let's go, TikTok
I was thinking
monster.
like influencers, you know?
Charlie XCX and Gracie Abrams. Fuck.
The hair's
I like her hair
crazy,
necklace.
dude. She got the hair choker on.
Who the fuck-
Nice.
That's Charlie XCX though, right?
yeah, this one's actually gonna be hard because it's like you don't see the hair
And
or
Lord.
anything. Yeah, Josh, what the hell? That's literally all we got for you.
Bam.
How'd you do that?
That's
I didn't even know
Um,
you knew who Lord was.
I've been educated through Charlie XCX and Lord stuff a little bit. I
Yeah?
think Gabby's given me some. I think you've even
I've
given me
talked
some.
about it a lot on the pod, yeah.
But I think I've had a little bit of lessons in their beef and now togetherness. So
Yeah, they're not beefing anymore.
no, now they're together.
They're together.
Yeah,
Besties.
besties.
They worked it out on the remix.
How's that song go? Their song they
Well,
did.
I'm in love if you like me. Sometimes I think you might hate me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Think
I know that
I
one.
might hate you.
I know that one.
I'm sweating, huh?
No, I'm not sweating. See, this is why I know it wasn't me that was smelly yesterday.
Well, we're all going through menopause in here. Wait, I saw this question on a Barstool pod today, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really interesting question. Has there been a vacation or like a travel destination or experience that changed your viewpoint on like just life? Like somewhere that you've traveled and you're like, oh my gosh, that just kind of like changed the way I view things.
I haven't traveled to a lot of places that have made me, I guess, like, I don't know. I think like I've more had like camping trips or situations where I've went and just like the conversation has made me be like, oh wow, like, you know, I'm blessed. Like more than like going to specific places and being like looking around and being like, damn, I'm blessed. Like this is like, you know what I mean? Like in comparison to where I am or like what's going on. But I think it like I always go back to it, but I think it's like the camping trip that I had with Noah and the boys at one point. That was like a good conversation that kind of led me to like
spiritual awakening.
I don't know if it was a spiritual awakening, but it was like a inner reflection kind of thing, like more than like a spiritual.
Introspective.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a good word.
That's a big word. Big word win for me right there.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that for sure.
Big word count. Brie. That's
nice.
2.
That's good. That's good.
What'd you guys talk about?
Just like life and like talking about like the fear of like not ever wanting to accept like getting older or like kind of like death or anything like that. But just knowing like you gotta appreciate, that's what makes life so valuable and like in a way, right, is that it isn't forever. Like so you need to appreciate every year you have, because it's like you never get to do that year again. So instead of looking at it as like this daunting thing that's gonna come, it's kind of like the thing that makes everything else beautiful, if that makes sense. But yeah. I would say that was just something that I was like in my head about for a long time. Was like, I feel like hate to grow old. I'd hate to grow old. So yeah, I think that was one.
That's mad beautiful.
That's something.
That is something. I was trying to think of it. I was thinking of mine too, and I was like, there's been a lot of places that I went and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, this is beautiful. But I don't know if it like changed my view on things. But when I went to Ireland a couple weeks ago, it just made me appreciate good people. Yeah. Because when I was there, when I met all of the Irish people and just like everyone that lived in the small towns that I went to, they were so fucking nice and welcoming. And I feel like I'm so stuck in this, like, I don't know, just wind tunnel of kind of not bad people, but just people that are kind of surface level, right, or don't really care about having like a connection or a conversation. It's just like so surface level. And that reminded me, oh my gosh, you have to like step outside of your bubble and realize there's so much more to the world. And I'm sure I could have gotten that anywhere, but Irish people are just so fucking nice. Yeah. So I think maybe bunch. They're so inviting. They just want to eat stew.
I love a good stew.
It was a great stew. I actually didn't really eat much while I was there. I was starving.
Yeah.
But it was a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was a good question to ask. That's a good campfire question.
It is. It is. Yeah. I'm about to piss my pants. So, guys, they don't let me go to the bathroom until we record. It's really weird.
Yeah. Try to make him hold it so he gets more excited and jittery for the episode.
Yeah. If you notice I've been twitching, that's just because I've had to pee this whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm allowed to go?
Yeah, it's over.
Say bye, yeah.
Okay.
Say bye,
Say bye to your
fans.
guys.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go Waz.
Bye, guys. Love you.
I'm not holding you hostage.
You kind of are. I'm also not allowed to eat until I finish.
Oh my god.